3, 2,
1. And we're live. This is D&D with THC with episode 11 of the Lost Mines of Phandelver. We're down a man tonight. But other than that, everybody's here. And kick it over to Jared. He can do a recap.
Yes, sir, I can. So last time you guys played, you decided to make your way out to the Old Owl Well, try and kill a few birds with one trip. You managed to find an old rival of Gideon's that you weren't expecting, and you met up with a couple of miscreants that gave you some headaches from the Corsairs of the Blue Lagoon. Blue Lagoon. There it is. I
do have to say one thing, mate. I think rival is a strong word. I think perhaps he was a scorned fan, maybe.
Well, either way, he didn't like you very much. He managed to deal some pretty gnarly damage to our good friend Gideon, but he was brought back to life by the healing hands of Ganja. And then Dab managed to land a clutch shot to finally do him in, but you realize that he wasn't the shape of a human that you would expect. He was a bit of an abomination, and it piqued your interest even further into finding this black spider and figuring out just what kind of people he's putting out into the world. You are all gathered back around your fire after a pretty harrowing battle. You managed to take your short rests or your long rest. So all spell slots and health and everything else like that has gotten back. And now you are simply on the road again.
During that time, can I have spent some time just looking at my sword, wondering why it made me attack my friends?
Yeah, you can. I mean, as a paladin, you generally have a good heightened sense of good and evil, and you don't necessarily have an understanding of. Okay, I'll do this. Make an Arcana check. So, you have an understanding of what good and evil is. You know it's a bad sword. You don't know if it's an evil sword. You don't sense necessarily that it's religiously an evil sword. You don't think it comes from any celestial or fiendish being. But you do know. I mean, it's proven fact that when you use it, you are filled with a rage that you cannot quell, and you have to fight back every time you manage to land a blow with it. It's effective, and it can be effective, and it can definitely be a positive. You feel like it might hit a little harder, but it comes with a price, and your friends have pointed you to that price. So that really comes down to a matter of choice, whether you want to use it or not. But that's about all you can glean from that.
Okay.
Not inherently evil, just tries to fuck your friends up.
So back on the cart, continue down the road.
Yeah, so you guys are back continuing down the road. You guys continue on this path up to the Old Owl Well, and I'm going to bring you back out to your map here very quickly, just so that you guys can see where you're headed. So you might have to zoom out a little bit to see everything. But yes, the Old Owl Well is just up here. You're probably about halfway up the Tribord Trail, just about to head off into the mountains. In probably this, yeah, exactly, in that direction, just to try and make a nice short trip. So as you guys are going down the road, you happen upon a very tiny goblin-like creature with a massive cask on his back, and you just see him start like, just walking down the road. A massive cask. Now the cask on his back is beautifully ornate. It's an absolute gorgeous looking cask. I need who here would be from a coastal town other than Gideon? Anybody else from a coastal town?
I do speak Goblin.
You speak Goblin. That's great.
Not me.
No, I don't think I'm from a coastal town. More forest, mountain, kind of.
Okay, so So I need Gideon to make a perception check.
Got you.
Okay, excellent perception. So you take a look at this barrel on this back, and again, this goblin's not really paying you much mind. Your moose is your Mars is clopping along with his companion squirrel, and he, you guys are walking all around him, and he's just sort of making his way on the other side of the road, not coming after you in any way or anything else like that. He's just sort of making his way along. And you take a look at this, like as he sort of gets beside you, you take a look at this this cask, and it looks extremely ornate. It's beautiful, and you actually recognize it back in the days that you used to go around the coasts and sail. You remember a particular area, a particular town. It was a coastal town.
That's it. We sailed, mate.
Yeah. And you remember a particular coastal town that had one of the best ales you ever remember. It was mind-blowing. You remember it as being told as the now. So you're remembering. You're thinking back to this, and you remember this as the Elves of Baernom, Baernom, Baernom. The Elves of Baernom made this amazing ale, and you recognize the insignia on the barrel to be very similar.
So you said he's coming along the road opposite us?
Yeah, so he's walking, exactly. You're walking towards him, he's walking towards you, and he's just sort of struggling with this massive cask. The cask has got like 2 straps on it around his shoulders.
Me there, mate.
Does the goblin look familiar?
The goblin does not look. Well, actually, make a perception check.
Hey.
Oh.
He's not familiar at all. You are 100% sure you've never seen this goblin in your life.
Yo, you made a waste of 20 on that. Yo, you could at least had like Dad used to walk him to school or babysit him when he was a kid or something.
I was hoping it was the goblin that ran away from us in the Red Brands hideout.
Droop.
Yeah.
Droop? Nope. Sadly, that was not Droop. So this goblin. So as you say that, he just sort of pipes up, "Ah!" And so when you look at him, he's got like a very long, pointed nose, almost touches the ground. He's got one eye very like scratched up, almost as if an animal has attacked him. He's gotten away. His arms are lanky and sort of bone. Like you can see almost down to his bones. His chest, though, is like you can see his core in his area is pretty well built up just from carrying this cask of ale. And he just sort of looks up at you and, "Ah!"
It's like a very heavy package you have there, mate.
It's very heavy, very heat.
Wouldn't happen to be interested in perhaps selling it, would you?
Yes. You want some ale? You want some good drinks?
Hey, fellas, perhaps we could stop a moment and converse with this gentleman. I promise you, this ale is worth it.
Yes, worth it. Yes, very worth it.
All right, so do we have cups or anything we can use?
Oh, cup. And so he sort of sees you looking around for cups. He goes, cups, I have cups. And he reaches into his coat and he pulls out like 5 wooden goblets that like look stained with ale and a little bit of muck inside of it and almost like tree sap from these hand carved cups. Great position.
I take one from him and I just smell it first.
I've got a mess kit.
Hard.
It smells
Is there
terrible.
a cup in my mess kit?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to smell it. I'm like, ugh. I'm going to pour a little water from my flask in it, shake it around.
So you shake it around, it turns almost black with when you swish it, and you sort of dump it out. You pour some more water back in. It starts to get clearer. It gets a little clearer. So, I mean, the drinking area that you're drinking from is at least better.
Okay, that's good enough. All right, let's have it, mate.
Yes. Now it's expensive. It's not. This is very rare ale. It's not pricey. Do you have gold?
Gold, mate. Unless you're planning to sell the whole shebang here, you really need gold for ale, mate.
5 cups, 1 gold apiece.
1 gold apiece, he says. I lean in a little.
1 gold piece for all 5 of you, but I would take 1 gold per piece. Yes.
Oh no, he said 1 gold for all the 5 of us. You know
Yeah.
what, mate? You're an audacious entrepreneur here, mate. You're walking down the
What
side
you
of
calling me? Don't call me audacious. You don't spare me. I don't have to take any kind of punishment. I'm a freak.
No,
of
man.
nature.
I was
He's gonna try and start
complimenting
putting
you.
his-
Oh no, I was
Oh,
complimenting you,
Thank
man.
you. Thank you.
Never mind. Just I hand him a gold. Let's have the drinks.
And he sort of chinks in, goes, it's real. And then sort of kicks it in and goes, okay, here goes. And he spins around and just like on basically pointing out of his ass. He just goes, just throw this tap in. And you see like a brass tap just come flying up over his head. It bangs off the barrel and like rolls onto the ground. He's like, just stick it in and pour yourself a drink.
Or 5.
Oh, what the hell, mate? I'm actually kind of getting into this. So I'm going to put the tap into the bung, right?
Yep. So you put your tab in the bung, and this liquid that comes out is you remember it as being rather off looking. Like it never looked like it was going to taste good. It almost looks like, if anybody watched the movie Holes, it almost looks like the peach.
Oh
jam.
man, yo, yeah, I remember
It's
that
like
from
a
Holes.
blackened sweetness, and it sort of droops out, like it just falls out into your cup. It's like, and it's not flowing; it's falling into your cup, and it sort of falls in. But you remember that look. You remember that, and it's it's by look it's terrible, but by taste it's mind blowing.
Mate,
So,
I know what it looks like, mate. I know it looks like he's going to drink the contents of an outhouse. But I promise you, it's just worth the experience, mate.
I'm going to let you drink yours first.
I bet. So I'm going to shoot it.
All right, so you just throw it back. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Gotcha.
And I'm gonna fill my own cup from my mess kit, and I'll follow Gideon in doing it.
All right, so you make a Constitution saving throw too. So Gideon and Andre, you are both considered drunk, and I believe the technical D&D term for that is. Let me get my book out. I remember I did this a little while back. It's not parallel very well at all. Your judgment and your perceptions are going to take hits. You'll probably be rolling with disadvantage for the next probably hour at the very least. And you, like, all of a sudden you start to see, it's not even like you're hallucinating. You're just starting to see it's like your eyes are shaking at all times. You're just like sort of walking around. And so Pino, Dab, and Richter are all seeing this happen. These guys just like bumbling around after one drink.
I would assume Gideon's been drunk because he's a pirate. I've never, ever really been drunk before. I've had sips of alcohol before, but this is the first time I've been drunk.
I'm trying to talk to the goblin like, I like you, man.
Most people do.
When I saw your barrel, man, I planned to rob you, but I think that you're good, man. You're very brave. This is a dangerous road, man.
So, Pino, Dab, what are you guys doing?
I empty out my water skin and I pour as much of the cup into the water skin as I can.
So you pull out your water skin.
4 pints.
As you pull out your water skin, all of a sudden you hear, "Hey, no cheating! I gave you 1 glass each. Water skin is more."
Give him a copper and say, "I'm not taking any more."
And at that
drink
time,
whatever's left in the cup.
At that time, Dab would pipe up and I'll say, "No worries, he can take my share. Not much of a drinker. I am more of a smoker."
Well, I'm only having a sip, so.
So make a Constitution saving throw, Pino.
I don't think it's about how much you have, mate.
Ganja at this point is falling on his ass, like literally just his armor
actually
falling all over.
I want to go try and pet the squirrel again. Like,
so you're
squirrel, like we can be friends, you and I. Like we're
So make a nature roll, Ganja, and yeah, you guys are just like all, and you too, Pino, you're all just like bumbling around. And so he turns around and he goes, everyone always
let's go.
The squirrel runs up your arm and around your back, and then back around your other arm, and then back onto the horse.
Hey,
back onto the marst.
Buddy.
So, what does squirrel mean? Because I can understand their gesture.
That squirrel just means I'm friendly. Hey, yeah, I'll run around your back. I'll
Okay.
you.
I turned to Pino. I was so proud of you when you stole that gold, mate. You're something else. I didn't expect that.
Jeff,
What gold?
make a give me a second here.
It's even one little sip, eh? Fucker.
Oh yeah, it's powerful stuff. Jeff, make an intelligence saving throw.
Who's
Don't
Jeff?
do it.
Oh, sorry, Dad, make an intelligence saving throw.
Don't even sniff it. It'll fuck you up.
Oh man, I want to buy some more, but I'm drunk.
Oh, so Dab, you feel like something just tried to charm you. You know Arcana very well. You know spells very well. You feel like something just tried to alter your mind.
And then I'm just gonna look around, survey the area, see if I can see anything with my dark vision, and then I'm gonna inspect the goblin to see if maybe it was him or if he has ulterior motives.
So how are you inspecting this goblin? This goblin's currently like hunched over with a cask on his back.
And so chances are
All
he's
your
probably
friends are just bumbling around. Drunk.
chances are he's probably taller than I am because I am a 3-foot gnome. So I'll walk right up to him.
Only slightly.
I'll look him dead in the eye and I'll say, "What is your purpose here?"
Insight is what you do that with, Dad.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Out of
Well, before he's gonna say something to him first. So
Yeah.
first he turns to you and goes, "I'm merely here to make money, traveling on your own."
Is there somebody
Yeah,
following
man.
you, or do
Sorry.
you travel with anyone?
Not traveling with anyone, but people follow me all the time with this good kale in my backpack. You should try some.
I sense a presence, and can I do an insight check to see if he's being genuine?
Yes, do an insight check. You're looking for 15 or higher at this point because depending on what you get. So you think he's telling the truth.
Okay.
10 would have at least gotten you in the ballpark, but yeah, you think he's
But
telling the truth.
I'll just look around. I'll just look around at the rest of you and say, "You bumbling idiots! You've let your guard down. Something isn't right here. I don't know what. I just know something isn't right."
Make another intelligence saving throw.
Are we charmed by this liquid?
Yeah, well, it's not charmed. You're affected. You're physically affected. Your mind is altered at the moment. You can't make good decisions. With that,
Do you have advantage on being charmed or against being charmed?
it's not a spell though.
Okay, yeah.
It's,
Cool.
you
Yeah, that's
ingested it, right? So it's almost like a
Yep.
poison, really.
No problem.
Dab, you feel an overwhelming sense of calm.
Is
Everything's
this a magic?
fine.
Is this magic? Because I get advantage on.
Then yeah, so you get advantage on being charmed.
I get advantage on the intelligence saving throws against magic.
Okay, then yeah, take another chance.
17.
Ooh, okay. All right. So you don't feel that. Once again, now this time you don't feel so nothing happens. You don't feel any different whatsoever. You don't feel if anybody did it, you don't feel anybody didn't do it, but you don't feel anything.
Okay, and at that time, I'm just gonna again survey the area. Can I maybe do a perception check to see if I notice anything in the area?
Yeah,
So-
make a perception check.
So yeah, can I look around too since he told us
Good
that
job.
something's up and let our guard down? Fucking
I'm
Yeah.
talking to the goblin.
yeah, I'm fucking pulling my sword out and fucking waving it around.
Mate, you should travel with us, mate. It's not safe. You have such a treasure here.
So yeah, I don't think Pino's fully understanding how hammered he is at this point. Like he is. You are like
You can't even lift
you
your
are
sword.
a bumbling idiot. Yeah, you can't even lift. You pull. So I mean, Dab turns around
Look
to you.
at
And he's like,
eyes.
hey, it's like Dab turns around to you and is like, hey, something's wrong, and you like go to pull out your sword and like flop it on the ground. This stuff is potent. It lasts for an entire hour. You don't see anything around, Dab, so there's nothing around. Make an intelligence saving throw with advantage.
I'm gonna say, hey, look at this. I got a wild shape into a pack of rats.
Okay, so you wild shape into a pack of rats.
16.
So now you feel this overwhelming calm. You just feel like everything's fine. And all of a sudden, this goblin walks up to you and goes, "Can you give me all of your gold, please?" And you feel the overwhelming need and want to just give this man your money.
But he can have the gold. He's got to leave the barrel, though. he can't take the barrel.
So specifically, this goes towards your actual money itself, not any of your rubies or anything else like that. So you can get technical. It really depends on how much you have. So again, Pino, you are ingested, so you're poisoned basically. It's Dab was the one who was charmed.
Yeah.
And Dab.
So I would just.
So Dab.
I
what
guess
do you
I
have
just,
on you? Like what gold
I've
do you
got
have on you?
gold in my pockets. I have.
So keep in mind, he said, "Give me all your gold." Period. That's it. That's all he said.
Yeah. So I would. I'm just checking the notes here real quick. I've got 43
You basically
gold.
you feel overwhelmingly compelled to give everything that he asks. Very specifically, though, you don't feel to give anything more, anything less. But keep in mind, he said all of your gold. What else is in your backpack right now?
Yeah, I got a gold bar in my backpack.
Yeah. So you feel that overwhelming need. I need everybody all the three of you to make. So all the three of you are watching this happen. Very bumbly, but you're watching this happen to Dab. Dab is just handing out gold. You see Dab like reach into his backpack and he pulls out this beautiful gold bar. I need Pino and Gideon. Because really, to your point, Ganja, you would be just absolutely blitzed. But Pino and Gideon both
trying to wrestle with the Mars and play with the squirrel right now.
Yeah, so okay. Pino and Gideon both make into Constitution saving throws.
So, as a swarm rat,
what's your Constitution like?
-1.
This is no. So Gideon, you start to blink. Let's see how the rats do.
Okay, let me roll my con on the rat sheet. It's ridiculous.
Okay, so when he takes out the gold bar, my eyes sort of go around, and I'm like,
so you're still drunk, but you're like, it's like you're coming out. You're coming out of that buzz, and you're starting to put logic together.
Where'd that gold bar come from?
Pino, you're still fucked.
And I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna be charmed, not knowing, giving it to this guy, and be like, I don't even remember. I just know that I have to give it to him.
24 drunk rats are just running around your feet.
You gold, mate. And I start to stand up from where I was kneeling. Why are we giving you our gold, man?
Don't you want another drink?
No, that one was pretty fortifying. Actually,
he's gonna make a persuasion roll. So give me a second. I gotta get a go. Actually, he's +3 for persuasion right now. So he's just gonna do a d20 +3. So I need you to make a. Oh, that's gonna be poor unless you roll really well. I think you need to make a against persuasion.
I think it would just be a competing check.
Would it be insight, maybe?
Yeah, insight is definitely what it would be.
Yeah, so make an insight check. Make an insight saving throw, which would be the same thing.
Oh, it's an int saving throw if that's the case. Intelligence?
Yeah,
but I do have the ability. All right. I got +1 to insight, though. I don't got no plus to intelligence.
Such is life. You should be able to beat a 7. Christ, it's a contested roll.
I hope so.
There you go.
Yo, you really got me because it stopped on 7 for a second. Then I'm like, am I really?
He's like, you like, and again, at this point in time, you still don't know if it's nefarious, but you're just like,
I've been drunk before, and I know what a scam looks like, and I'm starting to come out of this shit.
Exactly, you're starting to. It's starting to come real to you.
All right, so I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to let on right away. So I'm still going to play drunk a little. What?
Okay.
What? Get gold again, man.
Your friend just merely wanted to give me some gold for my great ale.
That's the thing, though, mate. Dad didn't drink any. And he also would not give anybody that fucking gold bar he stole somewhere along the way.
Stupid questions. Just go and enjoy your drinks.
I think, and then I'm going to slowly draw my dagger out, I think we need to have a new conversation, mate.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Gotcha.
With 24 drunk rats stumbling around your feet.
What you don't know is I grew up on a ship, mate. They're drunk rats all the time.
We're talking about the animals or the people?
Whatever
You ever seen a drunk high elf wrestle a Mars?
So 16, that's
we're
the-
watching it now.
All of a sudden, you see that, like, so Dab, you're able to see all this. You're maybe merely charmed, but you're able to see all this. And Dab's able to see all this. You kind of miss it, Gideon, but you do feel sort of like you get hit with almost like what feels like a bump in your chest, but you feel no effect.
What was that?
Dab, you know what he did. You saw him pull out the spell. You're not dumb. You can still see with your eyes. You know he just tried to put a petrification spell.
I was on the phone. I totally missed that.
Yeah. So what happened was he very quickly like pulled out. He sort of reached into his cloak, and you saw like a blast of almost like a pressure wave hit towards Gideon, and it hit Gideon in the chest, and Gideon just sort of stood strong again, almost knocked back as he was still playing drunk. You know that what happened though. You know he just tried to petrify Gideon.
Okay, and at that time, I'm gonna know that.
What he did? I don't know what he did, but would I at least recognize it as hostility?
Oh, you recognize that something hit you in the chest from his area, and you can tell he's getting aggravated.
I bet. So I'm dropping the whole drunk act, and I'm on his ass now.
Yeah, and
Okay.
as soon as I realize that he's fucking around like that and that he means no harm, have I given him the gold bar yet?
He's got the gold bar in his he's taking it back. He sort of put it in his pocket.
So I would say that I've kind of snapped out of it by now, though, and realize that this is a dangerous situation, and I would probably. Oh.
Avast ye, you pathetic scammer!
I'd probably hit him with a fucking with the cantrip chill touch.
Okay, so Ganja's over here. I'm just gonna lay everybody out here. Richter is nowhere to be seen for some reason. Oh geez,
Drank too much.
Pino's still fat, or Pino's still rats. Gideon is right up on him. Gab is
I'd be
basically
right up in
over
his
here.
face.
Yeah, you'd be right up in his face. Ganja's over here. Pina's over here. We'll get rid of these two. So you guys are like on him like white on rice, and he's currently just like, you don't want to hurt any me, do you?
I'm not holding back with that chill touch.
Okay, so I'll let him go first. Chill touch him.
Okay, so go ahead and cast Chill Touch.
Fuck, 11.
So that is not going to hit.
Okay, in the time where he's trying to cast a spell, I don't want to kill this guy right off. I just want to try to bang him on the top of the head with the hilt of my dagger.
Okay, so go ahead and just make an unarmed strike.
Got you.
Wow.
Oof.
Here we go, another broken weapon for Gideon.
Oh shit!
So you take you got your greatsword, right? The one that Pino bought
I
you.
didn't use that. I just used the hilt.
He
of my
said his dagger. He did say the hilt of
I
his
clearly
dagger.
said
Okay.
that. You're not gonna break my
Okay.
sword. For
No,
that,
so
bro.
that's fine. That's why I asked. So you got the hilt of your dagger, right? So you take the hilt of your dagger, you go to hit him on the head. He sort of ducks down, and he puts the barrel comes back. You hit the barrel, and as you hit the barrel, the steel of your blade sort of chinks off the edge of that nice iron ring, makes a nice big gouge out of the front of out of the side of your dagger. Your dagger just has -1 to attack. That's all.
Okay. Yo, he's tricksy, mate. He's tricksy.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a nice person. I need, so now I need you and Gideon to, so the three of you are still drunk, and you will be for probably the bulk of this. I'll let you take a Constitution saving throw after a couple turns. But I need Gideon and Dab to make initiative rolls, please.
So, drunk or not, I would probably
Put turn
follow
order
my
up.
friends if I seen them attacking right away.
Admittedly, like, consider yourself poisoned. Like, your mind is altered at this point in time. You just can't even put string two words together. Gideon was able to fight it off.
I've never been too drunk to not fight.
There you are.
Just saying.
11.
Technically, neither have I.
Yeah.
Technically.
So we got an 11 and a 16, and I was an idiot and didn't put my turn order up, but I will honor those.
It still works.
Gideon.
People want
got
the 11.
some-
I'll roll again. I don't give a shit.
No, you're taking the 11. A turn. So this guy's gonna go again. Gideon, I need you to make a.
What's his dex
intelligence
mod?
saving throw. Who, this guy?
Yeah.
I can't tell
Probably
you
higher
that.
than yours.
Yeah,
Well,
he
mine's
wants to
plus
know if
one.
He goes first in the...
Oh, you're talking about the dex one. He's gonna go first anyways. Like, it was a round of you two hitting him, and he gets his turn now.
Oh well, he rolled initiative, so I figured it would kick off the initiative.
No, because I mean he's gonna
So then
fight
he's
back.
getting
That's why-
he's getting a reaction. He's not taking his turn.
No, he's gonna. It's again just given the roles and the way they worked out. I'm gonna just not take his reaction. I'm gonna have him take a turn, and then you're gonna take a turn. It's just how it's going. Anyways, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw, Gideon.
Gotcha.
Is that... Okay, so once again, you see this pressure wave come at you, hits you in the chest, but nothing happens.
Listen, Dab, don't keep letting them use this funky magic on me, mate.
Okay, that is going to pretty much conclude his turn.
Stab
He's
you,
going.
mate.
He's not even going to be able to move around anywhere. Yeah, he's going to stay still. He's just going to stay still. Dab, your turn.
Dab's gonna move over here as to flank the opponent and not leave his space. And I'm gonna cast Burning Hands with advantage.
I don't think you get advantage on spells.
Oh,
No, not on spells.
Nah.
No.
Alright, I'm just gonna cast Burning Hands then.
Okay.
You make a DC 14 dex save or take 10 fire damage.
DC 14 it is.
Oh no, wait a minute. Never mind, I fucking said it already. So Gideon, you gotta make the same dex save.
Oh!
And so does Ganja. That's what you get for
You
not reading
fucking
your spell.
suck, Dab.
Well, this
20.
will wake me up and maybe put me in the fight because I know fucking shit hurts.
Go ahead and roll. I got a 20 for the deck save.
Yeah, so he makes it and failed save. Take
Oh,
half
I didn't
damage.
roll this. It's the same. This is
what?
the same as my save.
Half
so.
damage. So you
Half
take 5 fire
damage.
damage.
And then
I
Ganja, you
rolled
take
14.
so Ganja, you take 5 fire damage as well. Like,
Mine didn't.
No, Ganja's 11, so Ganja takes the full 10.
so Ganja, you take 10 fire damage. All of a sudden, you are woke. You are like all of
I
a sudden
am
you're like
woke as
you're woke as fuck. Yeah, you were at one time you were playing around with the squirrel. Everything was all right, and then all of a sudden, like you just got hit in the ass with some burning hands, and you're just like, what the fuck? And then now you're fully aware of what's going on.
Yo, Dab, what the
Instinctive-
fuck is wrong with you, mate?
Sorry, I'm
Maybe
still a
we
little
have reached for
charmed.
my sword.
I totally don't forget
Roll
how
for
my
roll for
spells.
initiative, Ganja.
Man, when you use magic, I expect you to know what it does, mate.
Yeah, but I'm just not
Click on
feeling right.
myself, then I'll roll.
Then you shouldn't have cast it. What the hell? This is not cool, mate.
Yeah.
And
And,
as for you, I'm gonna stab you, you fucking asshole goblin. And I'm gonna take your barrel of fucking alcohol too.
I'll just leave there as to give Gideon. Whoops. Give Gideon advantage.
I instinctively reach for my sword, but because I'm disorientated, I'm gonna roll a d100 to see which sword I actually grab.
Oh,
While this is happening, you see 24 rats drunkly dancing around a fire pit.
That's great. I love that image. Just 24 rats just
circling it.
That's
They're
great.
getting down too, bro.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Rats
No
getting
music,
fucking
but I
chopped
hear
up
music.
Yeah, no music, but you hearing it.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
tell
my
my
turn.
children about this one day.
That's my turn.
I also rolled a 14 on the deck save. Do I take half damage?
Yeah, half damage 5.
Yes, you take half damage. So, do we know what you're using, Ganja?
Yes, I pulled out my original sword, not the evil
Okay.
fucking.
I love how he could have decided which sword he wanted to pull out right now.
No, I could.
May as well leave it up to the rolls,
I
though.
trust
Leave
you.
it up
I
to the
just
rolls.
want. Yeah.
No, he did roll.
If he rolled a D100,
Okay.
rolled a 9. So it was either low 50 was his original, high
Yeah.
50 was his.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah,
didn't know.
that's what I did.
I didn't know the numbers.
Yeah.
It's like when
I
Joey
didn't
and
say it,
Chandler
sorry.
decided to flip for what color or what.
Next time,
what-
I'll state what I'm.
Okay, that's Dab. Gideon, you just got hit by Dab for one. Your anger for the goblin is probably greater at this point, though.
After this battle, mate, Dad, we're gonna have a conversation about that gold fucking ball you have and this fucking fire. Do you see my vest? Do you know how much this vest costs, mate?
And I'll just turn around and say, shut up, that's for another time. Just hit this little fuck.
Indeed, I shall. And then I pull out my greatsword.
Oh,
Like
you unsheath this beautiful gray sword. You go, and so I want you to make a perception check before you swing.
Gotcha.
It's a really low DC. You're looking for 5 or higher.
Probably better off not
And-
saying anything.
Actually agree with Dad.
Because that's fucking why.
Yo, I don't believe in religion, but I do believe in jinx.
So,
And when you tell me ahead of time, you jinx me.
Dab, make a perception check real quick, because at least you won't be able to act on it until your turn, but you'll at least see this at the same time.
I like Noah.
Ah! Okay,
I
you
just
got
barely
five.
fucking made mine.
Just fucking
Jesus.
barely. So you, as Gideon pulls out his greatsword, you see this goblin put a massive smirk across his face, and he goes, "Yes, yes."
So then I'm probably not getting the time to say anything, though, right?
You got a reaction. If
This
you
is
want
Okay, and I would just holler back over at Gideon, and I just see, careful, something's not right here. He's happy that you're about to cut his head off. I don't know.
But as you say that, is when I'm raising the sword is when you say that, and then I think about he's a dishonest little twit, but he's right most of the time about the magical crap. And I see that the goblin looks mad fucking eager. So before so I sort of lean over and I throw my last net on him.
Ah, okay. So he has to make a dex save, right?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. I forgot actually the details. I haven't done it in a while.
So he's gonna roll a 15.
A larger, smaller creature hit by the net is restrained until it is freed.
I would
creature
say
uses action. Yeah, he's restrained. You don't roll now. You don't roll to your turn.
Oh damn!
That's
it says
an
it's
attack
restrained.
action, isn't it?
Yeah, it says
Roll the
yeah,
hit.
it says an action. It says a creature uses its action to make a DC 10 strength check, freeing itself or another creature within its reach on a success. Because you can only use your action, you can't use it now.
Yeah,
You got to use your action on your turn.
Hit by a net is restrained.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure in net you have to roll to hit.
Okay, I gotta roll a hit.
It's a ranged. Yeah, it's still a ranged weapon. You still have to hit his AC. That's all.
Oh, damn, my fault. I didn't even roll. I thought we was talking about
it's a
whether we had
ranged
to.
martial weapon. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm
No,
not
I
sure I had to
think-
hit you. I was just saying. I thought you said you rolled something, and I was like, I gotta read it.
Well, I thought it was a dexterity save to get away from it, but it's an attack.
Yeah, I gotta hit you.
Beat my AC.
Let's fucking
Gotcha.
go. Come on, Al. Let's fucking
And I have
go.
advantage too.
Yeah.
It is. It's a ranged weapon.
Can the dancing rats count as inspiration?
Actually, wait. It's a ranged weapon, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not. Is it
Oh no,
range?
I would have. Look,
It's
look,
never mind, its minimum range is 5. It's fine.
Yeah.
oh, I
So yeah, that'll hit. So you dump this net onto this guy, and you just see like the smile like leave from his face. He goes,
Okay, bet. Do you still feel so eager, mate? I'm going to take everything you have, and we're gonna
All
make you walk. And then I'm gonna stay right there in that spot.
So does he have to do a melee damage to that net, or can he just do any damage?
Either or.
It says deal 5 slashing damage to the net, AC 10. Also freeze the creature without harming it, ending the effect and destroying the net. Or you can use it. You can make a DC 10 strength check, freeing yourself.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a decision here because I think it's reasonable. He's gonna sort of be within the net here. He's restricted from moving, right? But he can still do it. I think we all determined that you can still do a spell when you're inside of a net.
Yeah, as long as you can speak it.
Yeah.
As long as you can speak it.
Okay, so he's just gonna go, I've never had to do this before. And all of a sudden you see him sort of move his hand up. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw that's in a 20-foot radius. So that would be... yeah, that's basically everyone. $19.
I failed.
Yeah, looks like I failed too.
Dun, dun, dun.
16.
So he is going to cast Fireball.
Ooh.
How you gonna cast fireball with him at the center of it?
He's going to
Self-destruct.
suicide.
This
Yeah.
guy's bugging.
A bright streak flashes from your pointing a finger to a point you choose within range, then blossoms with a low roar into an explosion of flame. Each creature in a 20-foot radius centered on that point must make a dexterity saving throw. The opponent takes 8d6 fire damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
Oh,
Is
I'm
anybody-
definitely going unconscious. I'm at 18 health points right now.
I'm at
Is
20.
What's that? What's that? Jared? Is anybody what?
Is anybody fire resistant?
No.
I don't
I don't
think so.
believe so. I think the only way you get fire resistance is your draconic.
No.
Bludgeoning,
Tieflings
piercing, slashing.
I'm nothing. I'm so squishy.
Yeah, you're a paper bag.
So 22 damage. That's not bad, actually. That could have been a lot worse.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
reaction
no.
shield. Can I reaction
Well,
shield that? No,
I'm
I
not gonna
can't.
cheat. I'm not gonna
Absorb
TK
elements.
anybody. There's nobody I TK, which is good.
No.
But those who didn't get the save take 22 fire damage. Those who did get the save take 11 fire damage.
Thank fucking
The
god.
net is incinerated, and you see this like husk of a goblin sitting on the ground, sort of just like crying at this point in time. No net on him at this point in time, but he is like he's got, he's singed, he's burned, like he's like a cooked chicken sitting in front of you. Dab, are you still up or are you down?
I'm still up. I took half my health because I only took half. It's exactly my fucking health, but I
Okay,
I
and
made the
then
save.
Gideon, you're down, aren't you?
Yep.
Gideon's down.
Yeah.
So Gideon's down. Pino, your rats are down. Did that I don't think that converted over to killing you though.
So,
No, it goes
16,
back to his regular shape.
What? Did you say 16 failed?
On that, let's see here. I posted it in the chat, didn't I? No, I didn't. It
What's
is
that?
a DC. It's a dexterity saving throw. Oh, against my spell thing. So it's 15. Oh no, so 15 is right.
So,
Oh, sorry.
either way-
16. 16 is my spell thing. My spell save.
So I passed. So I only took 11, and you basically burned away 11 rats. I still have over half health on the rats.
Jesus Christ, those rats have a lot of health. Okay, great. So you're still half rats. However, your rats are now sober. You just took damage, so you all of a sudden, like, you saw half your rats just get blown away, and you like turn around, and you are fully awake now at this point. Dab, you took damage. Ganji, you took full damage, and you're gone too, aren't you?
Yep. I'm unconscious.
So you just see. So what's sitting in front of you right now, Pino? You're turning around. All your rats have turned around. Dab is sitting in front of it, just like been blasted back. Dab, you didn't get thrown at all, but there's just the husk of a goblin, not dead, but it's just like sort of whimpering in front of you.
Yeah,
it's crusted. It's got a black singe all over him.
I'm like the cartoons there where the bomb goes off in their face and my hat's kind of blown backwards and the hair on the side's all black and singed and my eyes are this big round.
You got it.
So this thing's down. It's not dead.
Well,
it's down, not
dead. Are
we
still in turn order?
So do I roll for initiative now, or
technically we're still in turn order? Yes, Pino, roll for initiative. So it's Ganju. It's your turn. Make a death save.
Pass.
Okay, so you have one past death save. Go ahead and make a initiative roll. So we'll get you in at the last. So, did you actually click on your guide, Pino? I guess not.
Son of a bitch! I thought I did.
I'll put him in. That's fine.
I think. Oh, I didn't have the pointer clicked. My bad.
No worries. So we'll get you in after Gideon. Gab, it is your turn.
Okay. Where's the barrel? Has the barrel been incinerated now? I'm guessing.
No, the barrel out. Oh, you rolled a 12. Oh, sorry, my bad. So I'll get you in before Gideon. So you look, and the barrel is in pristine condition. It's sitting still on the back of the goblin. The goblin is singed, but that barrel is in pristine condition. Okay, I need you to make a perception check very quickly. Looking for a 15 or higher.
Why would you say that?
Well, mainly because I like to put a little suspense in.
I like knowing.
15 exactly.
Hey.
Jesus.
Why'd you roll 2?
I don't know why it rolled 2, but 17's even better.
17 works. You notice that, like, even in just the few seconds that you've had to look, where the barrel meets him, it's starting to grow back his skin.
Okay, and at that time I would take my dagger and I would cut the straps off of his shoulders and try to kick the barrel off his back.
Make an attack.
A what? Like
make an attack roll with your dagger. Yeah, make an attack roll with your dagger.
I believe I have a silver dagger as well.
When did you get a silver dagger?
That might be Bacon's campaign, but I thought I got one.
I'm pretty sure it's Bacon's campaign.
Yeah, I remember when you got it.
I thought I had it for both. Hold on, actually, I don't even have my fucking dagger on. Sorry, 1 second here. Got it right there. Here it comes.
The suspense is killing me.
Come on, roll, son, bitch.
Oh man, we can't lose. There we go.
Fuck.
You go to slit those straps, those heavy leather straps, and it just it doesn't even cut through. Like it doesn't even get into it at all. So that was your attack. You got a bonus action and
now it's an action to feed somebody a fucking thing, right?
That's correct.
And I could stabilize if I was. Stabilize an action?
That stabilizes an action.
All right. I'm going to bonus action. Bonus action Misty Step.
Okay.
Over behind the
You do realize he's down, so you wouldn't have to burn a spell slot.
Oh, okay. Well then, fuck it. I'm just gonna run over there.
He wouldn't get an attack of opportunity. He's down, like he's whimpering at this point in time.
All right. Well then, maybe I'll stay there if he doesn't seem to be a threat. No, fuck that. This guy just cast a fireball while he was in a net. I'm gonna go back in behind the wagon here under some cover, so I will now undercover, and that'll be my turn. I don't have any.
I just want everybody to realize, like, the bag of rats just turned around, watched Ganja, and like Gideon and Ganja are like down, singed and dying, and they just watched the gnome just fucking scurry away back behind the wagon again.
He's got no way to pick him up right away.
Yeah, I love that. All right, that'll be your turn. I believe now I'm gonna go into turn order real quick. Dab and Pino, you're up.
You sure as fuck do have a way to pick them up anyway.
How? I've used
How?
my
He didn't have
action.
an
and shit.
action. He didn't have an action. You can't feed a potion.
It was either pick him up or not. I tried.
Your action.
No, my action was trying to kick the barrel off or cut the barrel off his back, and I failed.
Dirty.
Quite spectacular.
30. So swarm rats are gonna move there without getting near that guy.
He's dead. He's dead anyway.
He's not dead.
Well, he's not dead, but he's not hurt. He can't get attack of opportunity.
No.
So
Keep in mind, a swarm of rats would have a hard time feeding anybody a potion or stabilizing them.
no, all my stuff is melded into the rats. Like there's no gold, there's no nothing. It's just rat. Yeah. But bonus action, I'm dropping the swarm of rats.
Okay.
And I'm gonna action. I'm gonna reach down and reach a hand down to Gideon to try to pick him up and cast Cure Wounds at first level on him.
Okay. Goes up by 4 health. So Gideon,
Yep.
you are no longer dead, and you go up by 4 health. 4 health.
You're awake. Get rid of that barrel.
I'm sputtering. Suppose so, mate. I don't like that he put me down. Oh, my vest!
Yeah, your vest is singed, like blackened charcoal
man.
at this point in time.
Yo, I
You were
took
right
the
at
shit
point.
off. I took it off, and it literally turned into ashes.
Yeah, and Dab, by the way, as well, like your clothing, basically anything you're wearing down to your tunic, just got like your beautifully ornate, deep known clothing that you had, your robes, and your hat just got singed and is basically dust and ash at this point.
I stand up
end
all
of my
the
turn.
way. I'm sorry. I use half
Go ahead,
my
Gideon.
movement to. I use half my movement to stand up.
Okay.
What's the condition of this goblin?
So again, this goblin is like sort of hunched over. He almost looks like a burnt goose. Like he just sort of is hunched over, and he's still got this barrel attached to his back.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up my sword off the
Make a
ground.
perception check real quick.
Okay. Oh, well, my page is not moving.
So with that, you just see again. You just notice that the barrel's on his back. That's all.
Okay. Why am I chopping the barrel and not the goblin?
Dab seemed like it was more important than your lives.
You know what?
That's fair.
I must admit that was some hella good grog. So I'm gonna aim and try to chop the leather straps off his back.
Okay, make an attack roll. Just so I'm saying them not arbitrary. No, never mind. That's fine. I'll keep my mouth shut. Make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, so you take only. Actually, I'm gonna roll it.
I hit the damn barrel.
Oh, you didn't. Well, you were going for the straps, right? So you take 2 points of force damage as basically like this concussive, almost like a blast, just hits you in the chest as you hit it. Your sword just comes back off your hands. It almost flies into the air, or feels like it's about to fly into the air. You don't actually drop it, but as you came down on it, just went and just like went back and sort of blasted you backwards. You sort of fall into Pinot. No effect.
How
on
much
those
damage
points.
did I take?
Just 2.
Okay.
You're not down
only
because
had-
of the concussive blast.
Because I was gonna say I only got 4.
That's why a Constitution saving throw of 16 kind of saved you.
So I get blasted back, but I'm saying like I'm laying on the ground again. What the fuck do you have me doing here, mate?
I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be your turn. You can take the remainder of your other half to stand back up. You didn't really get put on your ass. You just got to put back. So, do you want to move anywhere?
Nah. I'm gonna. No, he's down, so I could move here, I guess.
Yep.
Just to. Oh, actually, I tell you one thing I want to do. I'll move here, and I want to use my bonus action to use second wind.
Okay. And what's that give you again?
I get 1d10 plus 3 healing.
Give her.
So I get 5 healing.
Oh, it's a full D10. No, that's too bad. All right, 5 healing here. I mean, that's better than nothing. That's going to conclude your turn. Ganja, make another death saving throw. Poor Ganja. Hey, it was closer, but not quite. You got 2 successes at the very least. So now it's this goblin's turn. All of a sudden, both of you start to look at this goblin, and the skin starts to reform. And like his green of his goblin form is coming back, and it's basically emanating from this barrel, and it's like growing him back. He just sort of like, you see his arms like snap out and then like go straight, and then snap out and go straight, and puts his hands down on the ground, stands back up and sort of dusts himself off and goes, "Would you like some more ale?" And that's going to be his turn.
Well, look, mate. We could call it even, but you're giving that gold bar back.
I told you, I go on the streets to make money. I don't do this for free.
But you didn't earn the gold bar. Nobody drank the liquor. You stole it, man. You used charms to steal it.
I never said I was honorable. I just said I made money. And actually, now he's going to try and run through Pino to go after you. So Pino, I think he has to make, he's shorter than you, but he's not a gnome. So I think he has to make a strength check to push you out of the way.
It kills me that this guy is moving. This guy's got a fucking barrel of life on his back. And he's going to fucking try to charge through Pino.
If you held up to that bugbear, but not this goblin.
That'd be you'd lose some serious street cred. I'm pretty sure it's just the way we played it for the bugbear was just a contested strength check. So I figure I play it the same way.
Sure.
Okay, contested strength check. You're looking to beat a. Oh fuck, a 7.
And he rolled with it. He rolled. Oh,
strength check.
Strength check. Yeah.
Didn't we also say that he had the bugbear grappled?
No,
I just stopped him in place.
So you stop him in place. So he doesn't manage to get. He sort of hits back, and he hits backwards. It takes about half of his movement away. So he's gonna actually go, and he's gonna do. So he gets half movement when his movement is still 30 feet. So 1, 2, 3, and he's gonna take 2 attack of opportunities.
I would. Okay, but wouldn't he have used his other half his movement speed to stand up?
But he didn't get knocked on his ass. He just sort of got stopped. He basically tried to push through Pino, and Pino just sort of stood him up.
No. I meant when he was originally dead. You said he was lying on the ground, messed up, and then all of a sudden he come back to forms. So even though he come back to form, he still would have had to use 10 of his movement speed to stand up like anybody else. And then he tried to use the rest of his.
It's half your movement.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Stand up is half your movement. Yeah.
So then he used 5 movement speed to go to Pino. Pino made the strength check, then taking the other half of his movement speed. He ain't moving.
Good rules check. I will take it. Let's see if he has a bonus action to do anything. Then you might have just made more trouble for yourself, friend. So he made a major spell on his. You can do a second spell. Just it can't be. It has to be a cantrip, right?
Gotta be a cantrip.
Okay, so he is going to cast.
And it has to be bonus action cantrip.
Are you? Oh wait, shock and grasp was not a bonus action. I don't think. No, that's an action. 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 So
doesn't have many.
He doesn't have many. Nope. He's gonna get stood up and just go. Huh? That is gonna be his turn. Dad, you're
up. Seeing that this guy's kind of like healing himself, and knowing that the barrel's got something to do with it, and seeing Gideon's thing bounce off. I'm still not quite sure what to make of this thing. I know it's healing itself, or so it appears. So I would jump out 5, 10, 15, 20, and I would cast False or chill touch again.
Again.
It's a cantrip.
So chill touch. Yeah, chill touch hits.
He's gonna take 7 necrotic damage.
Okay, so
Dad, why are you shooting off light spells? Shoot this motherfucker with something, bro.
He just come back from a fireball. I ain't got nothing bigger than that. This at least stops him from healing.
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, can you click on chill touch so it gives me the thing? But I know it basically stops him from healing. Yeah.
Oh,
you
sorry,
create
Dad.
fast
I take it
hand
back. I'm
space to
sorry.
Make a ranged spell attack against a creature. On a hit, target takes 1d8, and it can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn. Until then, there's a hand that clings to. So you put your hand, your staff out. A hand just sort of sends out and grabs this goblin by the side. He goes, and it grabs him by the side. It doesn't stop his movement at all, but it's almost like this hand is just sort of keeping on him and clings to him the entire time. He turns to you and looks at you worriedly, and then looks back. Anything else?
At that time, I would look around at the rest of them and say, "Now's your chance. Deal all the damage you have. I've done what I can, but he can no longer heal himself." And I jump back underneath the wagon. And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Pino?
So, him being right in front of me. Here's getting temporary hit points. If I give somebody who's unconscious temporary hit points, that doesn't do anything, right?
No, that doesn't heal him back up.
Okay. Technical value, data ability check. Okay. Value next roll, so the storage hit points, and if you can set it. Nope. Alright, so I'm going to first burn another first level spell slot. And cast if I could cure wounds on Ganja.
Thank you.
I'm gonna help him up. And then bonus action, I'm gonna pull out my totem of the bear and give everybody 8 temporary hit points and advantage on strength checks and saves. Well, in the order that is, right here, 30 feet from this spot.
And it was 8 temp.
Yep.
Dope. I am never drinking again.
Okay, and you said you put up the bear, right? So that's the 8 temporary hit points, and then also strength checks.
And saving throws. Everybody in the order, and a 30-foot order from that multicolored guy I just put up. So it will be everybody.
So I get 5 temp HP, you said?
8.
Yep. 8
Even
hit points.
better.
And
Okay, is that your turn, Pino?
that's gonna end my turn. Yeah.
Gideon, you are up, my friend.
Okay.
Oh, and Ganja's back up, isn't he?
Yeah. Okay. So I healed him first and then gave him the 10 hit points.
Yep.
Good boys, Lucy.
I am going to try to clobber this fucking goblin with my greatsword. I have advantage. I'm gonna attack with my greatsword with advantage. I'm gonna use great weapon fighting. A great weapon mastery. 24 minus 5 is 19. Does 19 hit?
19 does not hit him.
I'm gonna use one of my maneuvers called precision attack. No,
Okay.
I'm gonna use precision attack. It lets me roll a superiority die and add that to my roll.
And you can do that after your attacks roll?
Yep, you can use it before or after.
Okay.
8 plus 19 is 27.
27 will hit.
Okay. 27, so that's greatsword plus 10 damage.
Does that one add to the damage too, or just a hit?
No, the great weapon mastery adds to the damage.
So 21 damage.
Yep.
Very nice.
All right, so he takes 21 points of damage. You just sort of come down with your greatsword. You slice across, almost like cleaving his shoulder off. He goes, and then he looks back at Dab and gives another growl.
And I'll just look at him with a big shit-eating grin on my face.
You messed with the wrong ones this time, and you won't survive it. I'm gonna stay there. I'm not gonna move. I should action surge and fucking hit this guy again. Why
Fucking
not?
right, you should. Fucking right.
Yeah.
Kill this
Fucking
motherfucker.
kill him.
He'll get his healing back as soon as I get to the next turn.
I'm gonna action surge.
Just gonna look over the barrel.
I'm
Just
right
gonna look
after
over
you.
the barrel, arms up.
Yep, I'm gonna action
do what you
surge and
do,
hit his
but-
ass again. I'm gonna hit him again with my greatsword. Same thing.
He sort of looks back up at you. Make a perception check.
Picking on you.
It's 18.
You make an 18. He turns to you and goes, I wouldn't if I were you.
This guy. I'm gonna hit his ass again.
Okay. Well, okay.
You have second attack at third level.
I'm gonna use action surge. That gives me another action.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
thought-
use that
never
to.
mind.
I'm gonna use that to attack him again. Great weapon mastery.
Okay, give me a second. So an 11.
No, it's
Oh,
a
24.
24. Minus 5 is 19 again. Same thing.
So how many superiority die do you have again? 8?
4. Only 4
4 of them, and you burned 2 of them, right?
Yep.
Okay. Because the great weapon mastery you can choose to take, right?
Yeah. It's not any kind of action. It goes along with your attack.
It's like a class
Okay.
feature.
So what does that have to do?
I have to roll the
Oh, you have
D8
to
right
roll the
now.
dice.
6 plus 19 is 25.
So brought up to 25.
Yep.
He's going to counterspell and cast shield, which gives him +5 to his AC.
So what does that bring him up to?
So it brings him up to 26.
Gotcha. So
Damn!
he cast a shield and it repelled my second attack.
Yeah, so he's going to cast shield. That was ballsy. That's why he didn't use it on the first one, because I knew you had enough there.
Yep. So I swing a second. He uses the shield to repel the attack.
So this magical beam just sort of pops up in front of him and just boom, bounces off.
I do the cartoon thing where I hit something too hard with metal.
Yeah. Are you? Is that your turn?
Yep.
Ganja, you're up.
I'm gonna spend half my movement to stand back up.
Okay.
As I do so, I stand back up. My eyes are black again, and I blink once, and a single red tear comes down my eye. And I'm just gonna reach out and touch this little goblin on the forehead. I'm casting,
go ahead and put that in the
inflict
chat,
wounds
please.
on him. Yeah, I'm casting inflict wounds.
Making me
Yeah, that doesn't hit anyways.
Yeah, I thought you were doing the eye thing or the eye thing. Oh, this is a different one. Never mind. So you tap on his head, yeah, and it doesn't do a thing.
Okay.
He sort of you tap on his head and he goes, infliction will not hurt me.
I am going to move away because he just uses reaction, so he won't get an attack of opportunity.
Correct.
And I'm going to jump in the back of the wagon.
Okay.
Big coward.
I'm hurt.
It's the goblin's turn now. He is going to turn to Pino, or sorry, he's going to wheel around to Gideon because he's really pissed off. Gideon, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, and this one's going to be for the All rolls because he's in full fucking fuck you mode. So all of a sudden you feel your feet just start to like So, anyways, he's casting. He's going to cast this. Flesh to stone. So he's going to basically, like, all of a sudden your legs just like become rock, and you look down and your legs have become concrete, and it starts to work its way up your body. It's slowly working its way up your body. So you turn one creature you can see within range into stone. If the target's body is made of flesh, the creature must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, it was restrained as its flesh begins to harden. On a successful save, the creature isn't affected. You had a failed save. A creature restrained by the spell must make another Constitution saving throw at the end of each of its turns. If it successfully saves against the spell 3 times, the spell ends. If it fails its save 3 times, it is turned into stone and subjected to the petrified condition for the duration. And the duration is concentration up to 1 minute, so as long as he's concentrating. The successes and failures don't need to be consecutive. Keep track of both until target collects in 3 of a kind. If the creature is physically broken while petrified, it suffers from similar deformities. If it reverts to original state, if you maintain your concentration on the spell for the entire possible duration, the creature is turned into stone until the effect is removed. So he's basically looking at you, and he is right pissed. And all of a sudden, your legs start to turn into stone. You are considered restrained.
Gotcha.
He is now going to make his leave.
Yeah.
He can only do. He is going to try and go this way. And Pino, you get an attack of opportunity. A 23 does hit. Wow.
For 6 damage, make a con save.
Make a con save. Why?
Because you're concentrating on that flesh to stone.
Concentration.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. All right. Constitution saving throw. (19).
Definitely.
So he is going to make his move in this direction. He goes, bye-bye!
Don't I get I still get an attack opportunity against it.
You're restrained.
Yeah, you still get attacks of opportunity. I'm just at disadvantage.
Restrained.
I don't even think it's at disadvantage. I mean,
Restrained creature becomes zero and it can't benefit. Attack rolls against this creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
Yeah, I knew
There's
that.
disadvantage on attack dexterity saving throws.
I know restrained because I throw that net all the fucking time.
So yeah, you get an attack of opportunity. It's just with disadvantage.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely take that. And I'm gonna use Great Weapon Mastery too, because fuck it. You go hit him, hit his ass. Great.
And would they be at advantage because he's leaving flank
Fuck
space?
no. No, because he's already on his other side of him. By the time he actually left his space, he's not leaving a flank space.
okay, I've never given advantage on them.
Fuck, it's 14. I forgot it was the lower number. I was about to be gassed for nothing.
So 14.
Does not
So
hit
he's
him.
going to continue on for his 30 feet, which is going to take him out to here. And he's just going to turn around back to all of you and go, bye! That, I think, unless he's got a bonus action, any kind of special bonus actions, which I don't think he does.
20, 25, 30. I think he's right here, bro.
30.
I think this is the square that's representing though, right here.
It's
you
center to center.
I got you. My fault.
Be careful dogging the DM on simple moves like that. But anyways, I don't think he can do anything anyways. He doesn't have any of this. So that's going to be his turn. That's it. Dab, you're up.
Dab's gonna cast another chill touch on him.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Yes,
That'll hit with a
yes.
critical.
Say hello to my little friend.
Oh, I just rolled for him. 8 plus 8, so 16 damage.
Yep.
All right, he's in rough shape. He's looking in rough. Wait, what's the range on Chill Touch?
120 feet.
120 feet.
You got lots of room. So that will be. Can you do me a favor and at the very least pop out somewhere
Why?
so that
I don't have
can
it's cast anywhere. I'm casting it. I can focus it anywhere. It doesn't need to be a direct shot. It could come down from above him. It's a
It doesn't
spell.
have to be line of sight.
No, it's a spell, and I could still see him from where I'm at.
Well, seeing him is relative, but anyways, okay, so that's fine. So he's in rough shape. He's in very rough shape. All of a sudden, you come down. This hand just reaches out. He looks back at you and just. Do I have to make? I guess on success it just happens, isn't it?
And you also got to make a con save.
Oh, so I do get a con save. Otherwise, I lose the.
You'll lose that spell.
Oh yeah, con save or I lose the spell. It's an 11, so I pass.
How much damage did he do? 8 and 8 is 16.
16 damage.
16 and 6 is 12. Oh, sorry. Never mind. I thought you had it both.
8 and 8, 16. No, it's 16. So he did 16 points of damage. So
And
no, the 1 and 5 was me accidentally.
Yeah,
He
sorry.
can't heal.
yeah, and I'm definitely not taking them fucking rolls. And that'll end my turn.
Until
Again,
then,
he
Hank
can't
can-
heal, and then he can't heal himself until the start of my next turn. That's my turn.
Okay.
Pino.
You ready? So I'm moving up on him, my full 30 feet. What's his barrel look like again?
It's a beautifully ornate barrel that hangs off his back. It's a
So
wooden ornate barrel.
So a wooden ornate barrel. It's got no build around it, nothing metal for the tap or nothing like that.
No, the
Nothing,
tab is,
nothing metal on the straps to hold the straps. They're just tied.
nothing on the straps themselves.
The barrel itself would have metal rings going around it to hold it together.
Yeah, the barrel itself has metal rings around it, but nothing in contact with him.
It would be on his back. They don't
yeah,
go
but
halfway
the
around.
rings go around on the either end of the barrel.
Not to mention the fact that the
Don't
barrel
develop
is
it.
part of him.
Don't destroy the
So
barrel,
technically
mate.
it's...
No, it's fine. It's anything on him metal at all? Has he got anything? Has he got a necklace? Does he have?
He's got
Anything in
gold
his
in his
pockets.
pockets.
He's got gold in his
Gold.
pockets.
And like
He's
I
got
said, the
nothing
metal
on it.
rings are part of the barrel, which is part of him.
Yeah, but the metal rings on a barrel around the top and the bottom. Being a small creature that he is, doesn't necessarily have to be touching him.
It is him. He is the barrel.
You don't know that.
You said the barrel was growing into him.
No,
No,
I said
instead
the
of it
barrel was
stooping down and
coming
healing him.
Yeah, it was coming down and healing him.
Oh.
I'm assuming, yeah.
But still,
I'm
though,
assuming
wasn't
something else
Dab the
going.
only one that saw that? Wasn't Dab the only one that saw that?
Dab technically would be the only person that saw that.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter if I
Yeah,
see it.
so
He's just
then-
asking. He's just asking if it's got metal on it anyway.
Yeah, he's asking if and it does have metal, and like you said, it's on either end of the ring or either end of the barrel, not coming in contact.
But you said
with
he's
your
got
goblin.
gold. He's got gold in his pockets. So
You can make a fair assumption that he's got lots of gold in his pockets.
there is
Yeah,
metal.
I don't see any kind of metal rings on his shirt or nothing.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, I'm still gonna cast the same spell, second level heat metal. Searching for any kind of metal that he would have on his person.
So you cast heat metal. Can you click on it just so we can see it? Thank you. Heat metal. Choose a manufactured metal object such as metal. Rather you can do within range and cause the object to go red hot. Any creature with physical contact of the object take 2d8 damage and cast spell until the spell ends. You can use bonus action each of your subsequent turns to do damage again. So all of a sudden it starts to this like you can see his pockets just start to smoke. Like now is there a particular? Do you have to choose a manufactured? So you sort of have to see it. I guess you'd choose a coin or you. I'm trying to remember. Would you have seen the brick go to?
Well, I would
No.
would even say the rings
You
of the barrel
actually
would work
did
in
say
this
we all
instance.
saw that, though. You said that we were drunk, but we saw that.
You saw the brick. So that would be the biggest piece of metal object that you know is in his pockets.
Then I would definitely go for that. If not, I
So
would
all of a
reach
sudden-
for
all of a sudden you
something.
see this rectangular hole in his pocket just start to burn, and it starts to singe. He just looks down, and you all of a sudden
Yeah,
it catches fire in his pocket and just drops on the ground, and then a bunch of gold just sort of spills out onto the ground.
Yeah, so I'm definitely not looking for something in his backpack. I'm looking for something on his body.
I would say the rings as well.
So
would
he has
fucking-
absolutely no metal on his clothing whatsoever.
No, he
Which
doesn't like.
is fine, because if that's the case, I
There you
wouldn't cast it.
go.
No,
There's
I'm
no
not looking
rings
for
on his
something.
clothes.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking, right?
He's got no metal. He's wearing a standard tunic that's cloth, that's leather, that's strapping a wooden barrel to his back. The rings are on either end of the barrel.
So no metal on his clothing, on his person that I could see.
No.
That's what I was wondering. Then definitely going to cast Thunderwave at him.
Instead of casting heat metal that you've already casted?
Yeah, well, like I said, I was only going to cast heat metal on something that is touching his person. I didn't really want the gold and the gold keys and all that fucking shit in his pocket. I was looking. That's why I was asking about his chest.
Doesn't he still take the 2d8 fire damage from the gold when he's dropping it?
Only if it's touching him.
Yeah.
It's all about technicalities, right?
Yeah.
But it's up to you, man. If you want, I'll cast it.
I don't know how he's got a barrel on his back without them rings being up against his fucking back to get hot.
Again, he's a very small humanoid. So where it sits on his back, the rings are on the top and the bottom of this barrel. So one ring is sitting above his head, not touching him. The other barrel is sitting off his ass.
Yeah, I understand all that. Myself, that's why I was looking for something else. But it's up to you, man. If you want me to cast it, that's what I'll cast. That's what I was looking to do, but...
Well, that's all he's taking from us anyway, other than damage. So, he ain't going to run off if he ain't getting his prize, you would think.
That's totally your call if you want me to cast that. No, I'm asking you, Jared.
Oh, you can cast Thunderwave. I don't care.
Okay, well, then that's what I would do.
Oh, okay. Thunderwave it away. So a 9, that's an attack, right? Is Thunderwave?
DC 13 con save.
DC 13 con save. $20.
So you take half damage, no push.
All right, half damage, no push. He is in, and that was 9?
Yeah, so 4.
He's looking like you can see blood starting to pour out from his ears. That wave hit him a lot more than it should have. He's in very rough shape right now. He's going to make another con save for the spell against Gideon. He makes that. So Gideon, you are still this stone is still coming up your body, slowly but surely, forcing pieces of your body not to move. It's getting about up to your waist at this point. That is going to conclude your turn. Gideon, so you still have a turn, Gideon. So remember, flesh to stone.
I don't have a turn. I could have sworn they said at the end of my turn.
You do.
I said, to make the
it's at the end of your turn. That's what I mean. It says a creature restrained by the spell must make another Constitution through at the end of its turn. If it successfully saves against the spell 3 times, the spell ends. If it fails 3 times, it is turned into stone and subjected to the petrified condition. My God, why? I can't believe that's a 6th level spell. It doesn't seem that it's powerful. Anyways, we're going to take a quick smoke break, though, right before Gideon tries to make this roll. We're going to come back and continue on with this pretty gnarly battle where we have Gideon slowly turning to stone, but we have a goblin that has some sort of magic barrel on the ropes.
Grog always gets me into trouble, mate.
You've been watching D&D with THC. Like he said, we'll be back after the smoke break. Thanks for watching. 1.
All right, we are back. Let's see if we turn Alan to stone here. He's got a stone.
My name is Gideon, sir.
Gideon, my bad. I'm bad for that tonight. Holy crap! All right, Gideon, what's your turn, bud?
Okay, I'm going to. I know. I'm going to lug my stone legs around till I'm turned toward the goblin, and I'm gonna pull out a previous unseen before crossbow that I carry all the time.
That's ballsy, but I'll give it to you.
Just wiped off the dust.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not much for these type of things, but necessity. And then I take aim and I fire at this ugly ass fucking goblin.
Go ahead and fire. I believe you have
I think I fire with this. Yeah, I do have disadvantage.
You know, sees you pulled out this dusty ass crossbow ducks.
Yeah.
Gonna just cower a little.
Let's go.
Oh.
Well, one of them.
The net 20 hits, but I mean, which one does not hit?
The 20, because you rolled the disadvantage.
Okay, but I'm confused because it's 23 and 20. So which one? The 20 does not hit. Gotcha. All right. My fault. I forgot that nat 20 doesn't count. Disadvantage.
Beautiful. You beautiful nat 20, but unfortunately you got the second. Those are two very good rolls.
Such a good roll, bro. Nah, definitely not that good a roll. Hold on, wait a minute. I might can let me see if I can use precision attack on ranged attack.
Can you use precision? I feel like that's a stretch, but you can try it.
If the wording is what it says, is how's it a stretch?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah. Bonus action. Yeah, when you make a weapon attack roll, you can expend one superiority die to add it to the roll before or after the roll, but before any effects are applied.
And you got two more superiority die, right?
Yep. Yeah, well, one more if I use it now, and I'm going to use it now. So okay. I'm going to use it on in the roll I will have to take is the 20, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just got to get a 1.
I got to get a D8. A 1. Yo, you be jinxing the shit out of me, bro. But it don't matter because you said that's all I had to get anyway, right?
I'm trying to remember how a tie goes. Does it always go in the favor?
No, 21 hits.
21 hits. If you match or exceed.
Yo, I do not like Jared, bro. He always says something before you roll, and then you fucking miss every time.
You hit it. All you needed was a 1.
And I rolled that fucking 1. That's all.
It was guaranteed at least.
All right, man. So
if it wasn't, you would have fucked him.
Good.
So I shoot the crossbow. I don't add anything to the damage. It's just the damage. Hopefully that's something good. 4 piercing. Congratulations on that.
He takes 4 points of piercing. You just see him turn, and you just go, and he just, and what he does, like all of a sudden you see this goblin just sort of like, he starts to grow in height. He starts to grow in size. These beautifully ornate blue or red robes just sort of fall at his feet. You see this tall elven-looking gentleman stand up before you with the barrel still on his back. Now, keep in mind the way a barrel is shaped. So, as somebody carries a barrel on their back, those rings are still technically off him. They're not going to be touching him because of the way it's shaped. But regardless, there's this man sitting in front of you with a barrel on his back, very disfigured face, absolutely grotesque looking face, but you can see elven features with pointed ears and things like that, and goes, "You have made a grave mistake."
No, mate. Whoever your parents were made a grave mistake. Your face is an abomination.
Oh man, if only you had cutting words.
Gee golly whiz, mate. I've seen ugly in my life, but you're like the mixture between ugly, cursed, and some kind of abortion.
The coat hanger got stuck.
I was about to say an abortion. I think you meant abomination, but
No, your face
oh,
looks
you
like
meant abortion. Oh, okay.
yeah, your face looks like a twisted some kind of bad birth.
He's got to make a con save too.
Yes, you do, Gideon. You make a con save now.
No,
I
you
make
make
a
the
con
con
save?
save too.
And that guy too.
I gotta
drop
make a
the
con
spell.
save.
Took damage.
Trying to remember.
Concentration.
Oh, I make a con save. No, you make yours first, because if you don't make yours, I don't gotta make mine, do I?
Nope.
It drops the spell.
Hope.
On that one. Fuck.
22.
This guy. All right, but now I have to make a con save.
So you failed the first one.
Did I?
I don't think you
Yeah,
did.
we-
Pass the first one.
This is
this
though.
is
This
his
is my
first one.
first turn.
Yeah,
That's
this
my
is his
first
first
one.
save.
And I bet you I
So
passed.
it's if it successfully saves against the spell 3 times. He's failed
not-
the first one because that's
No,
how he
he
got hurt in the first place. That's how he got
He's-
hit with that spell in the first place.
Oh, so the first initial turn counts
you-
too?
you
I didn't know.
failed against the spell.
Okay,
well, he
so I
succeeded
got
this
one success then, right?
You have 1 success for sure. His spellcasting ability is not that great.
And now this
Um,
elf was still unable to heal himself because he has this hand hanging off of him, even though he changed form. He's not allowed any
His
healing
hand-
at all. Chill
He's not
touch.
allowed to heal himself up. He's not allowed to heal himself up, but keep in mind this is a similar feature to him as Pino's wild shape. So basically, he's just regained his. Now he's got his goblin form just dropped, and now he's getting his own health points back. He can't heal his health points. Keep in mind, I will keep that in mind. But right now, he seems very robust at this point. Ganji, your turn.
I can see why
Okay.
you would pick to look like that ugly ass goblin now, mate. It's
I
better
was
to be an
really
ugly goblin than an ugly elf, because this shit is terrible you got going.
I was really confused there for a moment. Like, I was drunk and then I got hit by fire and then I got hit by fire again and everything was black and I woke up but now that I see what's going on, that I actually have an idea of what's going on, I'm gonna move up here. That's my full movement, and I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost on him.
Okay.
It's just a cantrip.
Frigid beam, light the light. Make a ranged spell attack. So you have to just make a spell attack. That does not hit.
Fuck me. Oh.
So you, this blue light just sort of comes out. Blue white light comes out from your hands. It just sort of fizzles into the air. You realize that rattled you a little bit more than you expected.
I'm still a little confused. But I guess I don't really have any bonus actions that I want to do right now, so can I say my bonus action? I am swinging my sword down, or my shield down, and I am now wielding both my swords. I'm frustrated at how this whole combat has
Okay,
gone
so you've got
for
both
myself.
swords out at this point?
Yeah. AC
Okay.
is 17 instead of 19.
Okay. It's Goblin's turn, or sorry, it's the mage's turn. He's going to turn to you and go, "You are going to not be here anymore." And he grabs both hands and puts it on your head, Pino. I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
What's this for?
He is banishing you.
Oh my fucking god.
Oof.
That's definitely not a charm then.
Well,
He's gonna
it's a
charm you.
concentration. It's a concentration.
Yes, you're correct.
So
all of a sudden, I know.
Gideon
I'm
freeze.
well aware.
Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to ruin it for you.
That's not gonna work. So you are banished to a harmless demiplane because you are absolutely a natural, or sorry, you are a native of the plane you're on. So you get banished. All of a sudden, you just blink out of existence. All of you just see Pino just completely disappear, and you see all of a sudden he's just Pino. In your mind, you're just in this blank plane with nothing around you, and you look forth and you just see mountains in the background, and you see sort of like green blue plants all the way around you, and you see like fire and behind you. It's all very strange to you right now.
Anyway, sit down.
Well, so you're considered incapacitated. The target remains there until the spell ends, at which point the target reappears in the space it left in the nearest unoccupied space, shifting there in the to the different plane of the existence you're on. Target is banished with a faint popping noise, returning to its home plane if the spell ends before 1 minute has passed. Okay, so yeah. All right, so that's going to be his turn. It's going to be his action. All of a sudden, you see the concrete just start to fall and slowly form away from your legs, Gideon. That is going to be his action. And now, as Pino is gone, he is going to make another turn to move away. And he's going to get... I'm going to recenter... he's basically going to get to the edge of the map. And Dab, you are up.
I was reading in the comments the chill touch, and it says it stops the druid's thing, but it's in the comments. Where did he go?
You gotta be careful.
Which comments?
Because it's not healing. The druid switching back is not healing. It's reverting.
Yeah. And when he reverts, it's not that he heals. The goblin had its own HP, so once that's gone, he reverts. Once he reverts, that being. Yeah. So he's not gaining any HP. He's just getting back what he was before.
Yeah, Dab, you are up, and he's within range of your chill touch. That one is not going to hit this time. So you pull out, you point your sword, and it just, your staff, it sort of shoots out. That's technically, are you adding the +1 to all of this stuff?
Oh, no, I'm not. So there should be an additional 1 to all of my hits. Or no, to all... Yeah, it doesn't matter. I've hit with anything anyway.
You've hit with everything. So this only takes it to 18. I just want to know if that's doing that.
Oh, I forgot that was in this one.
So you have a +6 on your spell attack?
Yeah, because I got intelligence.
Okay. So
it's actually +7.
Yeah, so this is actually an 18, but 18 won't hit him.
And I'll move back there.
Are you moving anywhere?
Yeah, I just did.
I don't think you get to do anything. You're considered incapacitated.
I'm just looking around Jumanji.
Yeah. Gideon, you're up. You just all of a sudden you saw your friend, because you turned, you managed to wiggle that way. You saw Pino just completely blink out of existence, but you all of a sudden, as that happened, you saw the concrete leave from your legs.
I think this is 30 for me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Nope, right here. I'm gonna shoot at him again with my crossbow. Oh no, maybe it is. Yeah, it is 30. I ain't good. Okay.
Yep. Shoot at him again with your crossbow.
Yep.
That dusty old crossbow.
Yep. The one that I never ever used. Yeah, but still, it's not that exciting of a weapon to attack with.
You just need a 21 to hit.
I do need
just a 21. Just a 21.
Y'all, actually, I kind of like how optimistic he made it sound, so don't be a hater.
Well, no, it's just
if anyone can do it, it's you.
All you need is a 21, Al.
And I did not get one.
You did not get one. Are you action surging? Are you superiority?
I don't got nothing. I actually could use a superiority die, but I would need to hit the 8. I know. Yeah, might as well, because this is what else am I gonna do?
I thought you used your last superiority die in precision attack, the last attack.
Nah, I used 3 of them. I have 4.
Okay.
This is the last one though.
This is truly the last one.
Yeah. I guess I will use it. Fuck it, why not? Add a D8.
Big numbers.
I need
5. No, sorry, you need 6.
Ah!
I'm basically just like telegraphing his rolls.
Yeah, you basically are.
So he takes 4 points of damage, but what he also has to do.
Yeah, that concept. Honestly, that's the only reason I want to hit him, to make sure that he would have to do that save.
He's only passed 6 of them.
Let's hope he fails this one, you fucking geek.
Hey man, every roll is a potential.
Shit, too. Nice.
Yeah,
Hey.
it's dead. That's less than
Wow, so all of a sudden you see Pino just sort of pops back into existence. Where is he? Yeah, because it is a concentration save, right? Yeah, one creature that you can see within range. Concentration up to 1 minute. Yeah, so you pop back into existence, Pino. You just out of nowhere, you were in this plane, and then all of a sudden, just like a whirl of wind, and then you're back in your plane of existence. Gideon, is that going to be your turn?
That is my turn.
All right, that is going to conclude your turn. Ganja, you are up.
I'm deciding whether I run up to get to the other side of him, take my full action and dash, or if I try to fucking Ray of Frost and slow him down. I'm not sure. But everybody's back, so I don't need to break his concentration. So I'm going to take my full movement and my action to dash 60 feet and get on the other side of him. Gain a little bit of ground.
Can you pass him? Is it possible to pass him in this?
I can. It's like 50 feet to get to... just to get to him. I'm just going to get around him.
Yeah.
And get in his threatened zone.
So just for plus, this is going to be tough. I need to make this battle map bigger.
Just put him back 1 square just for the hell of this.
Well, I think I can actually make this bigger. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, just highlight everybody and push us all back a little bit.
I could do that too. I think that's probably going to be easier. Nope, not what I wanted. Yeah. All right, so
that was kind of cool.
Ganja, you end up right here.
Yeah, that's where I want to go. And that was my action and movement. And
bonus action.
Bonus action. I am going to. I guess I haven't attacked him, so I can't use my 2-weapon fighting thing right now, can I?
Nope.
Okay, I'll end my turn there.
Okay, it is the goblin's turn. He goes, mistake. He is gonna cast. There's a lot. So where are you all standing? Are you standing relatively in the line?
Out of curiosity, DM, how does that work? Like, if I'm banished, would I still have a chance to do something in that banished realm on my turn?
No, incapacitated means you do nothing. You can't do
anything.
anything.
I was incapacitated? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, you were incapacitated. That line's stretching it. It's 5 feet what? No. Man, y'all are in shitty positions for me to do some hurt.
Well, it's good positions for us, though.
Holy shit. No, I'm not gonna do that. Sorry guys, I should be. You know what? He's gonna fuck shit up. He's gonna pull out all the stops. He's gonna cast Time Stop. You briefly stop the flow of time for everyone but yourself. No time passes for other creatures while you take 1d4 + 1 turns in a row, during which you can use actions to move as normal. The spell ends if one of the actions during this period, the spell ends if one of the actions you use during this period or any effects that you create during this period affects a creature other than you or an object being worn or carried by someone other than you. In addition, the spell ends.
That's a level 9 spell.
So he is gonna drop. All of a sudden, you all of a sudden you just go. You all just stop. He just sort of. You see him. Well, as you guys are like stopped in time, you see him sort of pull off the barrel. Like he rips the barrel off to the side. I'm going to leave this one up. There's a 50-50 chance that gold bar is coming out of his pocket. So let's put somebody on the helm. You guys choose who's rolling it. It's going to be a D100. Higher than 50. Good. Higher than 50, he's dropping the coin, the bar. Lower than 50, he's not.
I mean, really, Al's been rolling pretty good too.
I will roll, but I'm not going to choose myself. So somebody else got to say it.
So you need.
And I'm going to tell you, I think Dab should roll it.
51 or higher, Dab. 51 or higher, you get to keep your gold bar. Well, the gold bar drops. Whether you get.
Yeah, I think that's a better word.
84? Oh, is that a 20?
That's a 24.
Fuck! I'm looking at the dice. It's kind of crooked. Stock roll again.
Oh, he takes. You're talking, Dab. We can't hear you. Unless you're talking to someone else.
I just was expecting one D100. I didn't think it was going to do a D10 and a D6.
That's how it works for D100.
Yeah.
D10s.
So he pulls off this this barrel because he needs as much speed as he possibly can, and you guys see him just sort of run off into the distance and disappear. But the barrel is still sitting there next to you. Oh shit! Damn it! Still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just closed out or roll 20. Give me a second. So
go.
either way, I mean, it stands.
That's all right. Don't worry. I just killed him while you're gone.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, at least I'm not in a different plane of existence forever.
Exactly.
And he left that bitching barrel of ale behind.
I don't want anything to do with it. I've never.
Though I do want to drink copious amounts of this ale, I think we should wait until we get back to the what are we calling it? The dab.
What did you call it?
The
Dab
THC
Den, I
Tavern,
do believe.
or the Dab Den.
The THC Tavern.
I thought it was I thought we
The
said
Dab
the
Den was the
Den, 'cause
original
Dab Den-
one.
Yeah, because he did so good. I was like, yeah, I'm with the Dab Den now.
I'm down with that.
Just pointing out, it's not named after Dab.
It's just a den to do dabs in.
Density Dab Den.
We've
Den
named
Dab.
something in many games the Dab Den.
Or the Dab Depot.
The Dab Depot.
Or Depot if you're
I actually
French.
like the Dab Depot better than the Dab Den, to tell you the
Well,
truth.
remember, it's
You know
fancy
Dab
in French.
Depot.
It could be the Dab Depot.
Dab Depot.
The Dab Depot.
The bolt.
The Dab Depot.
So you guys, all of a sudden, you were frozen in time for your period of time, and then all of a sudden, you just sort of come back out of it. You see the barrel dropped on the ground, just sort of still rolling, or sort of waving back and forth, and you see this creature is gone. What you did hear is you just hear in your mind, and all of you in your thoughts. None of you hear it collective, or none of you hear it from outside your own minds. All of you hear it individually. You just hear, "Till we meet again."
Cantrip message.
Okay, go for it.
What's your number?
New number, who dis?
Remember who this?
New spell book. New spell book. Who dis?
Yeah, 120 feet. He's definitely gone.
Yeah, you don't get any response. New number. Who this?
So I would quickly run
so
over to
that
the
is-
barrel and inspect it for our arcane magic.
Yeah, I ain't touching
definitely
it.
a magical barrel. Definitely a magical barrel. Are you physically touching the barrel?
No, I am not gonna touch it.
No, you're not, Deb.
No, I'm just doing an arcana check looking at it.
You see inscriptions of old ancient script. This is necromancy. This is dark magic all over this barrel. And it is definitely doing something. You can make out, because you from the dark gnomes of dark elves very well, and they use some similar magic. And it's definitely got some sort of health rejuvenation spell. But you also notice. I need you to make a Arcana check.
$19.
Okay, fair enough. So you also notice that this has almost like a soul steal. So you've recognized some magic like this. You in particular, especially as well, like I said, because you've been in the same area as dark gnomes. You know this soul steal to be basically it steals a piece of you and a piece of your humanity every time it heals you up.
Okay.
Ooh.
So I'll just
Strap that bitch on my back.
I'll relay that to the rest of the group.
I say we strap that on Richter. He doesn't have much of a soul, does he? He's chaotic good.
By the way, Richter was way off in the edge. Like, Richter got a drink of this ale and sort of wandered off into the corner and never got hit again, even by the fireball blast. And he's just sort of, he wanders back into the area, sort of like, what happened? What's that?
So I'm gonna walk over and give him a real hard smack on the back.
As you snap out of it, he smacked him on the back. He's like, "Ah, what the fuck, man?"
Yeah, you're looking a little worse for the wear there.
I was having a good time over there.
Are we?
And we were getting fucked up.
Can I tell with that roll if the whole barrel straps included would affect that, or if I could pick it up by this? It could be picked up by the straps, maybe loaded on the wagon without that.
You gather the object itself that sits in front of you has that kind of spell. You know it's pretty dark. Generally, you shouldn't fuck with it. You do have, you have some handling or good handling practices that you know of. Generally, if you don't touch the objects physically, skin to skin, or through a light tunic or anything else like that. Basically, as long as it doesn't make contact.
Would you allow me to flavor mold earth?
Well, you can flavor mold earth and rise it 5 feet. That's about it.
That's why I can move it wherever I want to.
So keep in mind.
But I could continuously cast it because it's a cantrip.
You can continuously cast it, but remember we determined that you can't cast it. Like, it's not like it stacks.
No, I don't.
Right?
I'm not stacking it.
That a while ago.
I would just
So what's
kind
gonna
of move
happen
it.
is you're gonna mold earth 5 feet here, then you're gonna mold earth 5 feet here, but as you mold earth that 5 feet, this one's just gonna drop.
No. I'm gonna mold earth the same fight as it drops. So I'll mold earth 5 feet, pick it up, move it over, and drop it. And then I would mold earth the same.
Okay, so you pull your hands out and sort of pull your cantrip out. I mean, this takes you a while because while that cantrip can be cast over and over again,
it just takes
it's like
a while.
Everybody's standing around and everyone watches you do this elaborate handwork, and you lift this one up, and then there's the SpongeBob to 1 hour later thing pops up on the screen, and it's still you just slowly working your way through and getting this forward. Everybody's just sort of sitting. At first,
so can we take a short rest?
Yeah, everyone was super excited. Yeah, well, it's getting near nighttime, so this was nearing the end of your travels. You guys are getting right close to the Old Owl Well, so you were going to be stopping for camp regardless.
Yeah.
Aye.
So I would say with before all that, I would be getting the barrel on the back of the wagon, and then we'd all be settling down for our long rest.
Okay, you did. Okay. I didn't realize you got it on.
After a very lengthy time, basically as you're just if you think of this as a movie, basically it started with this elaborate thing. Everyone was so excited that you were moving it.
By the
then
end of it,
an hour later, by the end of it, you're still moving this stone or this mold earth in such precision, and everybody's just starting to set up for camp. Everyone's getting bed rolls out.
I'm nudging Ganja, saying, I got 50 feet of rope. I probably could have done that a little quicker, but let him do his thing.
Yeah, it was entertaining for a bit, but
you don't know if it could have. You don't know if the effects could have went through the rope.
Ganja or Gideon, what are you doing all this?
Well, I actually sat down on the ground and I'm rubbing my legs because it didn't feel good when they got turned into rocks.
Yeah.
So, and also too, it was a great fear of mine because they felt so like anchors, and I wondered if I would ever be able to swim again.
Yeah.
So now that they're free again and I feel light on my feet again, I'm exceptionally grateful. And also, I've been watching with interest as he used Mole Earth to move this barrel over to the fucking wagon.
See, Gideon paying attention a little more to his feet. I'm gonna say, don't worry, friend. We wouldn't have left you alone.
Yeah, I know. Plus, I was the one that saved you from wherever. What did you say, Jumanji? It was.
It sounded appropriate. I couldn't do really anything. I was stuck. There was giant mosquitoes. It was fucking ugly.
It was Jumanji. Jumanji with an ER. There was no
Jumanji. It was
Jumanji. Jumanji. Jumanji.
Yeah, Jumanji.
Jumanji. So you guys settle in for a night. It's been a crazy couple of days, and so I'll say this. So it's been an absolute crazy couple of days. You guys have traveled roads before. almost never have you ran into this much issues. And you're starting to gather that the area you're running into is just it's not a kind area to people. Like, it's got plenty of twists and turns that can really cause a guy problems. As you guys go down for sleep, you hear things in the woods. You're starting to hear like
who's keeping first
ganja.
watch?
Yeah, who's keeping first watch?
I'd say Richter. Richter can take first fucking watch.
Okay, Richter takes first watch. Nothing really happens. Is anybody else staying up? I know most of you only need 4 hours.
I'll take the second watch just because I'm still antsy from being fucking nearly turned into a rock.
Uneventful. Do you want to do anything during your watch?
I want to go over and get a good look at that barrel, even though I don't understand it. And temptation is calling me to drink some, but I remember how bad things went last time.
Make a Constitution saving throw, and only if you like one, then you're gonna go and try for it. But you're just sort of tempting fate here. Watch, he gets it. It'll be great.
Don't jinx him.
They're real close. Okay, so yeah, you look at it and you're like, you almost have like an Eddie Murphy moment in your head. You're just like, no, not you. And so you sort of in the middle of your watch, you sort of walk over, you wander over to the barrel, you take a look at it, you see the tap there off to the side that Dabs brought along with this thing, and you just like, I could do it right now because that tastes so good.
I could take some and just go to sleep for a while. Yeah. Then I realized then I'd be asleep when it's time to leave, and would not be a good idea.
So you
open
fight
one eye
the
for my trance.
Yeah, you fight the temptation.
We will get
anybody else. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, when we get home, when we get you back to the den, you'll have such fun, you and I.
So that will conclude your watch. Anybody who's staying up for the last watch or the third watch?
I'll take the third watch if I've already done my 4 hours of trance.
Yep. So Pino, you've got all your spells back. Again, an uneventful night. Anything in particular you want to do with your free time?
Yeah, I want to take a look at. You said Gideon just tossed his shirt to the side. Is it complete ashes, or is it
Gideon?
Is it just torn up?
It was fucking.
Gideon's vest turned to ash as soon as he touched it.
That shit's beyond repair, man.
Cinders. I say it's cinders. It's pretty much beyond repair unless you've got mending.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm asking, because if it's ashes, I can't do shit. But if it's still a piece of cloth,
I'd say it's tatters at this point, and there's cloth there. There's some remnants of a clothing piece.
Oh shit!
So definitely, I'd spend minute after minute after minute try to mend this with some stuff out of my my adventures pack. If I gotta tear apart some of the little bits of cloth in there.
Make a
performance.
Make a performance check. That's a good call.
No, it's not. It's fucking terrible.
You're performing against your skill. Okay. So you need 2 over 10 and you get what you want. Halfway, you make a really shitty thing. You're at least not making it into tatters again. So 2 over 10. There you go. Hey. You spend the next 2 hours just like going through and casting mending over and over and over again, mixed with all of your adventurers pack and your little bit of knowledge with clothing and stuff like that. You repair tear after tear after tear, break after break. It's extremely arduous, and you put a lot of effort into this. Like this isn't easy. And you I'm just gonna and then you go ahead.
I was just gonna say when I was done, I'm just gonna fold it up nice and neat and put it beside Gideon.
Okay, and then there's last watch.
Well, if I've gotten my 4 hours worth, I'll take the last watch and again sit down with my sword, and I'll actually talk to it. I know there's more about you you're not telling me, and I can't use you until I know it's safe to use you, and kill my friends. Sorry. And I'm just gonna sit there with it and wait and listen.
And all of a sudden you hear in like a low guttural voice in the back of your mind, you hear, "Give yourself to me, and I will provide."
I really like that.
Fucking Dr. Claw over here.
And
Damn you, Gadget.
Wow, you're
I don't
sort
have
of
a
Dr.
response for that,
Claw.
but I don't have a response for that yet in character, but I will think on that.
Okay.
So, out of curiosity,
now that just ruined the most epic like voice I
Yeah.
could have. Dr. Claw.
Well,
You got to it first. You said Dr. Claw first. But I tell you, it sounds a little bit like the way Snoop Dogg's voice sounded in Murder Was the Case That They Gave Me.
so I definitely would have been just sitting in the middle of the camp, not
you wouldn't
trancing,
been
not
sleeping.
sleeping.
Make
Am
a
I
perception
watching?
check.
Am I watching him fucking talk to his sword?
Now you wouldn't have heard because that went in the back of his mind, but you might at least
Mhm.
be able to see him sort of having a chat with his sword. Let's see.
I was talking
15 or
low.
higher. 15 or higher.
Especially if I knew you were up.
No, you didn't know.
So-
You didn't see him. You sort of
So-
just saw him sitting there with his sword out. So you at the very least knew that he had his sword out, but I mean, you didn't know he was talking to it or anything else like that. So that's going to conclude your night. You're going to wake up fresh as a daisy. Gideon, you do not get to yet see your beautiful new vest. We'll save that for next game. So next game, we're going to finally, you're on the outskirts of the Old Owl Well. We're finally going to get into some combat and see what's been causing all of the hullabaloo and all of those undead over in the well. And you might even get to meet a few people there. That's going to conclude it for this episode of Lost Minds of Fandalvere. This has been D&D with THC. I will let Dab take us out.
Yeah, like he said, D&D with THC. Thanks for watching. Thanks for another good session, Jared.
Thanks, guys.
We'll be back again Wednesday with the bacon. Actually, we don't know if we'll be back Wednesday with the bacon campaign or not, being as it's Canada Day for all us Canucks here, so we might get regularly plastered. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. You did, eh?
So we'll definitely let you know.
Get in my car.
There'll be a post on the Facebook page for sure, letting you know if we're gonna play or not. But anyway, if not, we'll be back again Friday with Fan Friday, with another new fan, and again back here next Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with episode 12 of the Lost Minds of Fandalvere. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and we'll see you next time.
Good night.
Peace.
Good night, guys.
Good night.